Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the Patreons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. Not a very long video, but a lot of people have been asking for me, which, I mean, it wasn't surprising, but a lot of people are wondering what will be the price of the vehicles that we are going to have in the summer event, if it's actually worth to sell it or keep it. So let's try to take a look on that. It is a pretty broad kind of situation. So I wouldn't I wouldn't take this kind of analysis as a giveaway of what will be the prices when you try to sell these vehicles, but it might be kind of an idea, you know. So yeah, first things first, always remember the prices can vary a lot depending on the time frame. So for example, aircraft or vehicles in general, right, that you get normally at the very initial moment that they are available for selling will reach a very peak price, you know, a very high price, 300, 500, I don't know. People are kind of, you know, they try to get as much money as possible, but shortly afterwards, like an hour or two later, when it's available, you will have kind of a stabilization of the price, you know, in a lower kind of price. And then it will probably pick up eventually, depending on the vehicle, like 1 year later, 2 years later. I mean, the more you wait, probably the more it will take the price up. Okay, so have that in mind first. And let's just take a look on older events. For example, in the summer, the last summer event that we had, let's grab... we had, for example, the F4D. So it's an aircraft that is 35 gaijins, $35. And it's, I mean, I don't know. As you can see, for example, over here, the tendency is the price to go up, you know. So you will see that going for every single vehicle that you see, right? Even though it's not the most like competitive fighter ever, it still holds a fairly okay price for a vehicle that it's not that hard to get. It's not as hard as a crafting event vehicle, for example. Another one, as you see, 35. Let's get the Leopard 2 AV over here in the store. Where is it? Come on, go. Why is it not going? I think it was going, but you can see it right here. Leopard 2 AV, 32 gaijins, 35 gaijins on sale, right? So kind of the same price. You will see that this might be a little bit different if the vehicle is, you know, a vehicle that everybody likes. For example, the BMD, which is from 2021. So take into account that it's more time. You know, it's 1 year more than the other ones that we saw. But still, man, 84 gaijins. It's a vehicle that a lot of people like and a lot of people got it, you know. So it makes sense that the price will go up. The F4D, for example, I don't see it going that upwards until like very late. So yeah, always comes down to the amount of them in the market, right? The less you have, the market has, the higher the price will go. So you know, something like this that a lot of people want, people will just activate and buy and activate, and it will make for the number of them normally go down, which means that the price go up. So take that as a kind of a giveaway that, for example, I'm pretty sure that the Su-25BM is an aircraft that will receive a very high price eventually. Maybe not at first. Maybe it will be around 20, 30, 40, maybe something like that max, but eventually it will get a very high price because it's a vehicle that I think a lot of people will like to have for them. The Patria, it's another one that I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a little bit less confirmed that it will be good on the price range. So yeah, let's take a look on the winter events as well, because they are very close to each other in the sense of the way that everything is, right? Oh, come on, I need to put the thing here. Yeah, so yeah, you can see that the winter is basically the same, you know, the same type of level of commitment that you need from an event. And you can see that even something like this with 600, it still has a high price and it has less time inside the game than the other ones like the F4D. So you can see that more than time, the ability of the vehicle to be a very good vehicle or even to be very exciting for players will dictate mostly the price. That's why I think, for example, the ship might not receive the highest price of them all, and the Patria probably not as well. And that's why I think the SU25BM will have the highest price. But the thing is that something on the opposite scale can happen as well. For example, not a lot of people will get the ship. This happens sometimes with ships. People maybe don't get the ships. Let's test the USS Newport over here, for example. Yeah, see? These ships, you know, I mean, it has a mixed kind of situation. Sometimes not a lot of people will get a ship, and because of that, the numbers will be lowered, and because of that, the price go up. And sometimes, even with a lowered number, for example, here we have only 189 of them, it's still a low price. So it has all sorts of things that can happen to a boat. I think a boat is a very unique vehicle for you to have as an investment, right? Because sometimes you will have a very low number and a low price. Sometimes you will have a low number and a high price. It depends on many things, right? This is another example over here, right? Depending on the event that you are doing as well. So yeah, in general, I would suggest that the SU25BM will be the highest price on it. This one is another winter, if I'm not mistaken, event, and look at the price. It's not even a very good aircraft, but it's an aircraft that is very interesting. And it's not a long time ago that it was added, and it's still got a very high price for a vehicle from this type of event. You know, so 60 gaijins, I mean, it's a very high price, to be honest, for a vehicle that it's been in the game for not a very long time. So always consider that. A little bit less exciting, for example, it will have more on the number, lower the price. So this happens a lot, okay? So have that in mind, that all these little things will dictate the price of a vehicle. A vehicle such as this, I think this was a crafting event vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, I'm pretty sure. And crafting events, for example, are way harder to do than the summer and the winter normally. That is debatable depending on how you play and everything, but still, normally people take less vehicles from a crafting event than a normal summer or winter event, which means that the number is very lowered. And even with a vehicle like this, the AS7, it's a very famous vehicle to be very good, you know, very OP even. So of course the price goes up, and as you see, I mean, $1,650 for one vehicle. So it's, you know, take all these things into account. See, this was a winter or summer event. I don't remember if it's either or, but still $75. It's from a little bit back in time, but still, as you can see, man, if you want to have an investment, make sure to get the SU25BM at least. I think it's going to have the highest price, in my opinion. And just wait it out. I know it's a very long time, but wait 2-3 years, this vehicle will be worth a lot of money. I have this feeling. As I said, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not a predictor of the future, obviously, but looking at the vehicles and stuff that we have in the game and in the market, we can kind of see where we can predict kind of a little bit, you know, or expect that certain vehicles will have a higher price or a lower price depending on the situation. And in my opinion, I think the SU25BM will have the highest price, and I think initially it will be around maybe 30, 40, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But eventually, it will get to a higher price, 60 at least, something like this. I mean, this is like 6 months ago, I think. And it's already, what, 60 gaijins? I mean, it's a high price for a 6 months vehicle, man. It's very good, a very good price. So, in the sense of you wanting to sell, right? So, yeah, have that in mind. And yeah, this is it. Let me know in the comments what are the vehicles that you will sell, and what are the vehicles that you think will be selling for more, in your opinion. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. And I don't know if I'm going to do another video today. So I'm feeling quite sick today. I have something. I don't know what. But so I don't know if I will be able to do, or if I will. I mean, I need to do some other stuff and not only videos today. but I'm quite tired and kind of sick, so I don't know if I'm going to do more videos, but bear that in mind, okay? So I see you guys on the next one, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but yeah, see ya guys, bye.